Hi, I'm James Gibney, the Executive Chef for the British Beer Company. We're at our Manchester location right now, which is 1071 South Willow Street. We're talking about comfort food today, which is what we do best at the British Beer Company. Today we've got our shepherd's pie, our American shepherd's pie made with beef. One of our #1 sellers, has been for years. Great dish on a cold day, goes great with a winter warmer ale, such as our Uncle Lumpy's Vanilla Porter. That's our own beer, brewed for us by Woodstock Brewery and Inn in New Hampshire. So nice and local. We also have a steak and ale pie, raised crust pie, traditional British pies, and we're featuring our sausage rolls, which are new to our menu. Great British comfort food, served with our own beer mustard that we make in-house. And we also have our meatloaf, so another American tradition, New England tradition. All nice, roasted, braised, baked comfort foods, which is really a huge part of the DNA at the British Beer Company. So at the British Beer Company, we encourage people to stay. We don't want people to come into our pub and then eat and then leave. We want you to hang out. We want you to feel comfortable. We really want you to come into one of our pubs and experience the pub for what pub stands for, public house. So yes, we have multiple locations, but every one of our locations is different. The inside of our pubs is the decor itself is different, but it's the same too. You've got the warm wood, the fireplaces, the beautiful bars that are made for us in England. But when you're here, we want it to be an extension of your own living room. And we do our best to treat every guest that comes through the door as a guest. They're not a customer, they're a guest. They're a guest in our house, in our public house. So we want you to stay. Just over my shoulder here in the pub in Manchester here, we have what we call snugs. And we have those in every one of our pubs, and they range in different sizes. The snugs that you see behind here actually have their own doors on them, so they're very kind of Victorian, or so you can go in there with a table of 6, and you can either choose to be part of the atmosphere that's happening inside the pub, or you can close that door for a more intimate experience. You know, you might be here as a couple, or you might be here as a family, you might just be here with a group of friends and you want to engage in your own conversations. So you can sit in one of our snugs and you have it. It's yours until you decide to get up and leave. We don't take reservations, for instance. It's first come, first served. You know, you don't take reservations from people that visit your house. We're open to the public. Come into our house and hang out for as long as you want. What I think makes British Beer Company unique with our menu, I think our menu, we've often referred to it as an eclectic menu. We also, always say that there's a seat for everybody in our pub. So we don't necessarily gear ourselves to just British food or just American food or Italian, like some other restaurants do. We try and have something for everybody. Just that in itself, I think is a huge point of difference. I really honestly believe that we have a seat for every kind of personality type and every palate that's out there. There's something at the British Beer Company for everybody. Being the chef of the BBC is very different than other jobs that I've had working in other restaurants, hotels, country clubs. At the British Beer Company, you can really be yourself. For me, obviously being from England, I grew up working in pubs and being taken to pubs by my parents, my grandparents. So for me, it's more than being the chef. I consider myself a publican for the BBC, for the British Beer Company. And they're all my pubs. They're all my kitchens, but they're all my pubs. And a lot of the other management that work in the company, that's the thing. We don't call ourselves managers, we call ourselves publicans. Hosts, that's what we do. Today I'm in Manchester. Today I'm the host of Manchester. This is my pub today. So I've already been inside the pub, I've been inside the kitchen. So yes, the food and being the chef for the company, I'm very proud to be the chef for the British Beer Company, to to write the menus and create all the recipes and then have them produced in multiple locations in 2 states now that we're in, and it gives me a great sense of pride to, you know, that it's not just one kitchen that's executing my menu, it's our menu, that we have multiples, and I have multiple teams and multiple families that we work with. So it's very different than just going into one kitchen, one restaurant every day. It's more than that. It's you know, I go to a pub and it's a public house and it's my pub, it's my house for the day, and everybody that's in here is a guest of mine, just like you guys are today. You're guests in our house. So that's what I like about it. It's different and it's enjoyable and it changes every day. It never gets boring.
Hello, I'm Lindsay from the British Beer Company in Manchester, and I'm going to be making an Irish coffee with you today. So I'm going to start with my clear-footed mug for my coffee, and I'm going to add half a packet of sugar. Then we go 1.5 ounces of Jameson. You can use any whiskey that you like, but Jameson's a fan favorite here at the British Beer Company. And we're going to do 1/2 ounce of Baileys. Top it off with a nice fresh portion of coffee. And who doesn't love a little whipped cream on top? There you go, Irish coffee. So I'll see you down here at the British Beer Company in Manchester.